This is a paradise for thousands of students. This is a temple for hundreds of teachers. This is where thousands of parents invest their trust. A confluence of traditional values and modern learning for the last 25 years. Mother's Public School, one of the finest CBSE schools of Odisha, with an unequivocal commitment towards guiding young minds to be assets to society. Established in 1991 in idyllic little cottages, the garden school Prakrit began with only 14 students. The initial days were full of challenges like lack of infrastructure, funding and resources. But the school survived all such hurdles owing to the indomitable spirit, great vision and tireless efforts of the founder principal, Mrs. Polly.
25 years. It's a long journey, but very interesting and a very encouraging years. I am blessed to have a lovely team, mentors and well-wishers. For this journey, I can never forget them. And the students I got from the day one, they were so involved, and the parents who had believe in us, that's very important, and thank you everybody for making my journey so smooth and enjoyable.
Her vision, compassion and positivity are the forces that have shaped this great institution. As the popularity and demand of the school grew, the daycare school Prakrit evolved into Mother's Public School as we know it today. In 2003, the integrated senior secondary classes were introduced, and since then, the school has never looked back. Spread over 2 acres in the heart of Bhubaneswar, the beautiful campus of Mother's Public School is surrounded by lush greenery and equipped with all modern amenities. The day starts with a prayer, the morning assembly, when the entire school gathers on the open stage and the overlooking corridors, raising their voice in song, is a magnificent spectacle.
School! Saavdhan!
India is my country. All Indians are my brothers and sisters.
Lose in order to gain, because life's greatest lessons are learned through pain.
Currently, Mother's Public School has classes from pre-nursery to Standard 12, and over 2,200 students from different parts of the country have chosen the school to achieve excellence in all spheres of life.
The best message that I have received during the 4 years of my school life is that there is no elevator to success, but only a ladder.
I remember the day 9 years ago when I first walked in through that gate. I had goosebumps on my arms just looking at the monument before me. Today, when I walked into the gate again, I realized after seeing these orange and white hues how Mothers has helped me transform over the years.
118 highly experienced and dedicated teachers currently constitute the teaching faculty at Mother's Public School. All of them believe in creating a student-friendly ambience. Their hard work and personal guidance plays an immense role in not only achieving academic excellence, but also building life skills.
One of the biggest advantages to be a part of this school is to interact with the brightest and the most intelligent of the students of the state who rejuvenate you in their own ways with their questions, with their interaction.
As we grow as teachers, we know how to handle each and every student. And I don't think that it has ever been that way that we have not been successful with the student in whatever capacity we have had to deal with him or her.
There was no need for any kind of play.
Mrs. Annie Das, the Vice Principal of Mothers Public School, has been a pillar of this institution for the last 15 years.
I've been a part of this growth and very wholeheartedly have tried to contribute towards Mothers being one of the best schools in Bhubaneswar. My experience in both CBSE schools and ICSE schools has helped me a great way in the curriculum planning of the school.
Mrs. Soni Rath, the academic supervisor of the senior secondary classes, has always been a friend and mentor to all the students under her care.
My challenges, I would say, are the parents, making my parents understand that they should not have such unrealistic expectations from their children. They shouldn't force their children to do something that they don't enjoy. They should encourage the children to try different things or pursue what they really enjoy and encourage them and support them in that.
The school recognizes that the future of education lies in enhanced computing skills. The computer labs of the school are equipped with the most modern computers. Experienced and well-trained members of the faculty help the students hone their IT skills. Education is incomplete without effective communication skills. To nurture the skills from an early age, the language lab of the school brings together technology and expert guidance, giving the students the extra edge. Learning by doing is the spirit behind the unique Kriya Lab. Here, young minds come together and let their imaginations soar. They share the joys of experimenting and building and learn one of the most important traits called teamwork. The knowledge gained in the classrooms comes to fruition in the science laboratories. The physics, chemistry and biology laboratories are equipped with the required scientific equipments, and students are guided to conduct open-ended experiments and complement their theoretical knowledge. A beautiful library is the perfect place for students wishing to read or study in a serene atmosphere. The library has a wonderful collection of books, magazines, as well as support material for examinations. The teams from Mothers Public School have emerged champions in many state and national level inter-school sporting events. The school has always given priority to sports and has provided the latest equipments and facilities to its budding sports stars. The campus houses a basketball court, a tennis court, volleyball court, and has been a patron to football through its Mothers Premier League. As a part of Mothers Public School's social outreach program, students are sensitized with the duties and responsibilities as citizens of the country. One of the many activities that the school undertakes is to take the Swachh Bharat mission forward. Students are encouraged to be part of the National Cadet Corps, where the values of discipline, teamwork and dedication to the nation are instilled in them. The school has both the Army and the Air Force wings of NCC.
What I found in my child is a fresh new innings that he got in this school. A whole new personality, a whole new attitude, a difference in temperament, a newfound love for music. Before this, I never saw my child so much interested in music. Now he sings beautifully, he plays the guitar beautifully.
Music enlightens the soul. It is also a mode of self-expression and gives voice to one's emotions. The school recognizes the role of music and its encouragement has seen its students excel in this art in various events and competitions. The pursuit for academic excellence requires a perfect harmony between the physical and the spiritual well-being of a student. Keeping with our country's tradition, yoga has been integrated into the daily routine of the students. Experts impart exhaustive training, relieving the students of any academic stress and rejuvenating them. Mothers has always nurtured its children and their talent in every field with immense care. It was ranked third in the India School ranking for exceptional results in CBSE examinations in 2015. Its students have topped the various engineering, medical and law entrance examinations at national level. The school is proud of its former students who have made their mark in various fields and excelled in their line of work.
I work as a lawyer in London currently, and I can proudly say that a lot of what I do is based on the value system and the critical thinking attitude that I got during those years. It's very helpful, and I always be indebted to my life, and that's why I always come back to this place, to the teachers and to everyone here, just to be at home again.
What I learned at Mothers was beyond any syllabus. The teachers taught me about life, they taught me about discipline, loyalty, friendship. The teachers in Mothers really helped me realize my true potential. They taught me to never give up, and they taught me to believe in second chances.
Championships in football, cricket and basketball tournaments have also been galore.
Just like the name says, Mothers Public School. I think it's a big relaxation for mothers when they put their children to Mothers Public School, because I remember when I had left Ananya, she was studying in Ruchika, and from Ruchika when she went to Mothers the very first year, she was coming back home crying that I don't want to get to this school, I don't like this school. And in 3 months, I've seen a drastic transformation in her, and she started loving school. And over these years, in the last few years, I have actually seen her personality grooming, blooming, and she's a much more confident child, she's a much more happy child.
Most parents are happy and feel their child is in safe hands. They have always stood by the school and have been the pillars of support.
We found Mohit is now more focused in study. He has developed his ethical values and moral values also. At the same time, he has developed a lot of leadership qualities in sports and games, in event management and many other activities.
Mothers Public School's primary concern is the safety and security of its students. Apart from restricted entry to outsiders, the campus is under 24/7 CCTV surveillance.
We have about 150 CCTV cameras all around the school. We do not allow our staff to enter our classes, cafeterias, washroom during the school hours. All our staff have a government approved ID card, and we make sure that our security documents each and every entry of parents, vendors, outsiders, so that there's a list of all the names written.
I was once late to pick up my son from school, and there are thousands of students that come out from that grill gate where this watchman is standing. I was already some 20 minutes late. So when I went there and I was looking for him, he comes up and says, "Madam, say slide pakre kheluchi." And then I said, how would he know who I am or who my son is? And then I anyway went there, and bingo, he was right there. And I was so surprised and I was so glad, because as a parent, when we leave our child in any school for 6 to 7 hours, security is our prime importance. And I am glad that there is vigilance constantly on our child. There is an eye looking out for my child.
Mothers Public School believes in sharing ideas and systematic planning. Regular staff meetings are organized to ensure each teacher's involvement in the affairs of the school. A rendition of the national anthem marks the end of the school day. When the entire school assembles again, on the open stage and the corridors before dispersal.
माँ हाथ धरिकी जन्म हलाठू शैशवठू कैशोर आसे सेमती स्कूल को आरंभ हला दिनठू आज 25 वर्ष रे पदार्पण करिछि आमर अंतररु बाहरुछि बहुत शुभेच्छा आउ अनेक शुभकामना
प्रार्थना कर भगवान पाखे ये स्कूल टी आगू आहरी उन्नत करूँ आहरी भल भल स्टूडेंट आहरी भल भल स्पोर्ट्स पर्सन बाहरतु आउ समस्त को मोर तरफ अनेक अनेक अभिनंदन.
Just like a tiny acorn that grows into a mighty banyan tree, Mother's Public School today stands tall with branches at different places. It exists as a living example of what can be achieved with a great vision, the right intentions and the will to strive, to seek, to find and not to yield.